today we're gonna be installing a long overdue mod to the truck. And if you guys know what this is, you probably have a good hint on what's in the box. So stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. If it's your first time tuning in, please go down below, hit that like button, subscribe button, also turn the notification bell if you guys haven't already. Guys, today we're gonna be installing something that we should have done a long time ago, but I just couldn't make a decision on what I wanted. And to make it a little clearer for you guys, this old thing is coming out. So I've been wanting to do like a 12, well, let's say this. I'm a big Pioneer fan. I've ran a Pioneer head unit in every one of my vehicles. Yeah, seriously, every vehicle I've had, I've run a Pioneer radio head unit in all of them. So I'm brand loyal because Pioneer has never let me down. I've never had an issue with any of the units I've had. I've had the low end, I've had the highest end. I've never had an issue out of any of them. So that's the reason I continue to go back to them and continue to use Pioneer, because I know I'm gonna spend the money, but I know I'm gonna get some quality and it's not gonna give me issues down the road. So with that being said, I want a bigger display in the dually. The 250 is a whole different story, because I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do an iPad mod in that truck. So, but this truck, I didn't really want to spend a ton of money on the dually because it's my work truck. Yeah, it's my work truck, guys. I don't need to spend a ton of money to, on the interior of it, because it's a work truck, like I said. So, I wanted to stay with Pioneer, but Pioneer makes I want to say it's a 10-inch display. They make the big iPad style 10-inch radio display now, but it is, I want to say it's $1,100. That's crazy. I don't feel like I need to pay that much for a radio in the dually. I don't want to pay that much for a radio for the dually because, like I said again, it's a work truck. So I've gone an alternate route, and I've picked up a 10-inch Android head unit that I think will work really good in this truck. I've ran an Android head unit in my 250 like 2 years ago, but I hated it. It gave me number issues straight out the box. It was a join head unit. It was an 8-inch head unit, and it gave me nothing but problems. So I ended up returning it to joining and getting a refund, because it just, straight out of the box, guys, nothing worked. GPS wouldn't connect, it wouldn't pick up satellites. The Bluetooth wouldn't pick up phones when you try to connect to it. Just stupid little things. Well, then the first unit I got, the screen was messed up. Everything would power on, lights would come on the screen, but the screen wouldn't show anything. So right out the bat, I had a bad defective unit. Had to send it back, get another one sent out, and then the other one gets sent out and it has issues. So I was just fed up with it, done with it. But apparently, if you guys have watched one of my videos on the Jeep, I installed a 10-inch joint head unit in a Jeep. It came out really good. It worked really well. I'm just gonna give joint the benefit of the doubt. They've learned from their mistakes and the issues that they had prior. So I think it's probably about 2 years since I've had one in my 250. So I'm guessing they've, learned from their mistakes and updated the software and things that they use on the head units, and they've made a better product. So with that being said, I decided to give the Android head units another try, because it's a lot cheaper to get a 10-inch head unit, and if I don't like it, I can just bite the bullet on it. It wasn't that expensive. But I think I will like it. I've talked, if you guys follow Brick Monster on Instagram, I've been talking to him, going back and forth with him, asking him if he likes it, because he's done this to his truck, his new 250. So I've been asking him questions about how he likes it, and he seems to like it really well. So I went ahead and ordered one. It's 10-inch Android head unit. I got the wiring harness for my truck. It comes with a backup camera, It's the all the inputs and stuff for it. GPS antenna, and this is the radio, actual radio. You can see it's a really slim, real small. I'm trying not to drop this thing, but it's a 10-inch display. Backside is really slim, which is what's gonna make this install a little difficult, because it's not gonna install like a regular head unit. Let me see if I get the brand name. I forgot the brand name of it. It's not even on the screen in front of it, so I'll have to find that for you guys. But I've been talking to Brick Monster and he seems to like it, guys. You're able to connect this and read all your readings off your truck straight to the screen, so you don't need to run an external like monitor, anything like this, like I have plugged in here. So we won't have to run any of that anymore. We'll get a bigger display with all the connectivities that we need. Won't have to use that anymore to Bluetooth stream music to the radio. So let me stop talking, guys, and let's get into this install. I've been talking way too long already. So for all you guys that own 6.0s, simple, just start pulling your dash apart, pull your steering wheel all the way down, pull your column shifter all the way down, and just go start pulling it, snapping it apart. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna be able to film the entire thing step by step because I'm working by myself. I got two hands. So I'll probably do a little bit, update you on what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. So what I'm about to do now is basically just pull this cover off, unplug everything, and pull it and get it out the way so we can get this old head unit out. All right, guys, so we got the trim panel completely removed with all these clips. That was a pain in the butt. These old clips, they just want to break and not come out. So took a little minute to get all of them out, and Ford has a ton of them. So we got all those pulled out, got the panel off. Now what you want to do is remove these 4 bolts so you can slide the radio out like that. And what you want to do is go ahead and disconnect. I'm sorry, guys, if y'all getting a little nauseous, but bear with me. Come on, baby. Antenna wire, that is all jacked up from the blowout. I have to show you guys the part on the outside completely got pulled off of there. So I had to fix that. But there it goes. Got this old dinosaur out. You're gonna want to keep these mounting tabs right here. We will need those to use with the new radio along with the new mounts that came with it, so don't throw those away. And this is the space we have to work with. So let me see, I'm gonna start mocking this thing up, see if how I'm gonna make it fit, and we're gonna go from there. So I'll post you, or I'll get back with you guys when I figure out how I'm gonna do it. All right, guys, so we have just about wrapped the entire radio install up. I went ahead and just did everything because it's difficult going back and forth with the camera, trying to do the radio and so on. So went ahead, did pretty much everything. I wired up everything, got our aux plugs, GPS antenna, the main wiring harness, got all that wired up and ready to go. So I actually mounted the dash, the head unit. As you can see, it's mounted to the actual dash panel of the truck. And the reason I did this is because the way this radio is, it's once you install it into this truck, say if I would have installed it with the brackets at the factory locations, it would not have been able, you wouldn't have been able to put the entire dash over the radio screen because the screen is so big. So what Brick Monster did, I think he mounted his like this using the factory brackets, and then the 2 brackets that comes with the radio, he extended it. And I want to say this is what he did. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say he used those brackets, made it where it extended a little further out, took the screen, put it into the dash, and then put the whole thing together at once. And then before he snapped it into place, he tightened up the bolts on the brackets on the radio. You probably won't be able to understand what I'm trying to explain to you guys right now, but if you try this, you'll see. But as you can see is I mounted the actual radio to the trim piece. And how I did that is I took the brackets that came with the radio, I took them and I cut them down. You can see they're way shorter than what they were. I took them and cut them down, and they actually lined up with the screw perfectly. With the, see this air vent, there's a screw that holds in the air vent. So I undid that, and they actually lined up perfect. So I bent the brackets, cut them, mounted the radio this way inside. So you can see I got 2 screws that go to the side of the radio going through the bracket on each side. And then I put a screw right there through the bracket to hold it in with the vent. And as you can see, it's pretty sturdy. I'm not gonna say it's the sturdiest. I'm gonna figure out something I could do to make it, because I'm worried about when hitting bumps and stuff, it rattling, which right now it doesn't look like it will. It's pretty firm in there, but this looks super sick, guys. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of questions about how I did this, so my DMs will be open on the Instagram. You guys go over there and hit me up, and I'll be able to answer your questions. But once you get this mounted, everything is simple and self-explanatory. It's just like installing a regular radio. All your other stuff is basic. This is the main part, doing this radio, what makes it hard. But yeah, as you can see, we got it. I'm about to go ahead and throw it back in the truck and show you guys the final product. So next clip, you guys should see the entire thing back together and working. Well, we have finally put everything back together. Everything is operating. You guys can see, we got it installed there. It looks pretty good. It's as close as possible to the dash as you're gonna be able to get. Vents still work. It blocks off maybe like a hair of the vent, really not much, but came out really good. Turn these lights on. Oh, that didn't make a difference, but you can see we got the YouTube playing right now. This thing is pretty responsive, I'm not gonna lie. It's not the best, but it's pretty responsive, kind of like a phone responsiveness, if that makes sense. You can see it moves pretty good. Moves pretty good. That's pretty cool how you can still have the multi-screen, if that makes sense. Still have the YouTube playing down here, and we can go through and do whatever we need to do, go through our apps. It moves really, really good. The only issue I'm having right now is not being able to connect to torque. That was really one of the main reasons of getting this, is to be able to monitor all my parameters from here and not have to use a monitoring unit or whatever. But for some reason I can't get this right here to connect to this. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. If you guys know anything, a little secret, let me know. But for some reason it will not connect, and so I'm gonna play with it tomorrow. It's kind of late now, so I'll probably play with it tomorrow, figure out what I need to do, try to figure it out, and really set this thing up the way I want it, dial it in, because change the backgrounds and, you know, stuff like that, make it personal to the truck. I do like the startup. It starts up, you can set it with the Ford logo. This thing, it boots up really fast too. So See, there you go. I just flipped the key on and it, boom, right back. But if once it sits for a little while, it completely shuts down, and when you go to turn the key back on, it'll boot up with the Ford logo and basically start up. But you guys can see it's pretty sturdy. Don't think it's going anywhere. Like I said, it's really responsive. You guys can see that's the OBD2 reader right there, but for some reason it won't let me connect to it. I can connect to a phone and everything. I have an iPhone connected to it right now, and that works completely fine, but for some reason it is not connecting to that OBD2. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. Definitely recommend it. As of now, I'm gonna put it through its paces, trials and paces, see what it does. If I can't get that OBD2 thing to connect, I may have to send this one back and see if they can send me another one. Hopefully I can get it to connect, because I don't want to have to pull all this apart again. But yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna figure it out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please go down below, hit that like button, subscribe button, and also turn the notification bell, guys, if you haven't already. I'll probably do an update video on this head unit in a few days or maybe a week or two, just so I can put it through its paces and see how it actually works. As of right now, it looks really good in the truck. It looks really good. It's flush. You can see just a tad bit right here, and I'll probably find something to put right there so you don't really see it. But other than that, it looks really good. We have a 10-inch display in the truck now. This will make the drive to Daytona a lot better, because we'll be able to watch some movies and so on, YouTube and whatever we want to watch. So that's a plus, and so far I'm happy with it. As long as I can get that OBD2 reader to start working, we'll be good. But that's gonna be a wrap, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go down below, comment, and let me know if you guys have any questions, or DM me on Instagram. Hope everyone has a great night. Peace.